What's up, guys? I had a great response from the last diet priorities video, and as promised, I will be going into detail on each of the priorities. Today we will be talking about energy balance, but first I need to finish my breakfast. What's up, guys? I'm back, and like I was saying before, today we're going to be talking about energy balance. Now, simply put, energy balance is just calories in, calories out. But the ratio of the balance is dependent upon your goals. So if you're trying to lose weight, you're going to need to consume fewer calories than you burn, right? This is nothing new. We've all heard this before. But how do we find out how many calories we need? Let's go over that. First of all, you're going to need to figure out your BMR, right? That's your basal metabolic rate. This is the calories that you burn just at rest throughout the day. So the energy it takes to blink, to move your hands, to operate vital body functions, regulate your heartbeat, everything like that. That's your BMR. You also have NEAT. And what that is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That means the energy you burn fidgeting with your hands throughout the day, bouncing your leg, twirling your finger at your desk, your pen, everything like that. That's your NEAT. So these are more kind of unconscious movements that we do throughout the day. That's also calculated in there. Now, there are different calculators online that you can use. A lot of them take into account, height, weight, everything like that. So you can use a calculator online to get a good idea of where to start, right? And then you're going to have to add an activity multiplier. This adds in your exercise. So this can range anywhere from, a sedentary person might be about a 1.3 multiplier. A high-level athlete, someone who's training multiple times a day, someone who has a very physical job, very intense job, might be closer to a 2.3. Most of us are somewhere in the middle, most people that train 4 or 5 times a week, an hour at a time, but probably have a pretty sedentary job, office job, are about maybe a 1.5, somewhere around there. So that includes your exercise. Let's play with that a little bit. Let's say a 200-pound person at this point, let's say very sedentary, and they want to know what their daily expenditure is, right? 1.3. So that would be roughly 2,600 calories. Did I do my math right there? I think so. So 26 calories to start. Now, someone who is much more active throughout the day, maybe the 2.3, would that be 4,600? So you can see that range there, right? That's why I was saying the calculators here, it's just a rough ballpark. Don't take that gospel. Now, let's talk about the thermal effect of food. What that is the calories that your body has to expend in order to digest and utilize the food that you eat. So for example, protein, that is a much higher effect in your body. So that's why a lot of high protein diets work. When you eat protein, your body's going to have to use a lot more energy in order to break it down into the amino acids to be utilized. Now, much more than, say, carbs or fats. So you can regulate based on the composition of your meals, your energy that's burned. We'll kind of go into that more in the next video when we talk about macronutrients. But let's go back to this. Let's say you're somewhere in the middle. Let's just go with around 3,000 calories, right? Now, if you're a 200-pound person, you're wanting to burn fat, and you're at 3,000 calories, or your daily energy expenditure is at 3,000 calories. That's just your maintenance. If you're trying to lose weight, you're going to have to burn this down, right? But before you do that, to make sure that this is your maintenance, my favorite tool to use is a food log. No, so what you can do, use these tools, kind of get your estimate right here, and then track that. You know, eat at 3,000 calories a day for a couple weeks. Track everything you eat and track your weight. I like to weigh each morning, wake up, use the restroom, weigh right there. Then take the average of each week. If you are gaining weight, most likely you've overestimated your activity multiplier. That's very easy to do. If you're losing weight at that point, you've underestimated your activity multiplier. So you can kind of find your maintenance weight, your maintenance calories that way. Obviously, if you're not moving either way, you've nailed it. You found it. So from there, you can start to adjust. Now, a very important thing is being realistic with how much weight you should be losing, right? Let's say, I want to use blue, use red. Usually for sustainable weight loss, while trying to keep as much lean tissue, muscle tissue as possible, I would say 0.5 to 1% body weight per week. So for this 200-pound example that we have, you'd be losing 1 to 2 pounds a week. Now, if we have someone who, let's say, is 400 pounds, that's obviously going to go up 2 to 4 pounds per week. With an extremely overweight person, we can up that just a little bit, maybe up to 1.5%. So we can go a little higher. But at that point, we're not super concerned with maintaining muscle tissue. We're trying to get the weight off quickly at that point. So just kind of a little quick recap. To find your total daily energy expenditure, you're going to have to find your BMR. You can use, really, if you want to know a quick way to find your BMR, if you don't want to go online and look through all the calculators that are available, you can just take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 10. That's a very basic way. Obviously, we're all different, but that's a quick way to estimate it. And then you can use your food logs to really hone it in. But be patient with that. Don't track your food for 3 days, say you didn't gain any weight, so you found it. Because weight fluctuates so much that 3 days just isn't enough. I would say 2 weeks minimum. Usually with my clients, in between weight gain and weight loss phases, we will go through maintenance phases, and I usually like to do that for about 4 weeks. And it depends on the person, but 4 weeks is a good timetable for that. And then you can start in. And so also keep your expectations realistic. If you're looking to find a crash diet where you're going to drop 30 pounds in a week, it's doable. A lot of it will be muscle. A lot of it's going to be water. A lot of it's going to be muscle glycogen. There's a lot of things, but not much of it's going to be fat. That's why you get such a quick rebound. Your body doesn't drop fat and put it back on that quickly. So if you want long-term success, which is what we're preaching here, 0.5 to 1% of your body weight loss per week. So I hope this was kind of helpful. We're just kind of scratching the surface here. We'll go into macronutrients on our next video. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I am ray.ironfork on Instagram, ray.ironfork@gmail.com. And you can also visit our website to see what programs we have to offer at ironforknutrition.com. Have a great day and go out and kill it.